Hey there, Mike Barbanica, Blue Line Property Management, your go-to property manager. So I debated putting this video out. We had an eviction that actually concluded today in court, and we won. We're not gloating because evicting people is never fun, but sometimes it's necessary. And here's what we're seeing. Regardless of what all these groups out there are telling you, here is what we are seeing. With COVID, we are seeing people taking advantage of the system. And I sat and listened to a judge today admonish this tenant who hasn't paid a dime of rent since July 2021 and thought not only was that okay, but it was also the owner's responsibility to give them 90 more days to move out of the property and pay them $5,000 cash. Well, what did they get? None of that. Zero. None. The judge literally looked at him and said, do you really believe, and this is, I'm paraphrasing, do you really believe that you have the right to live in these folks' homes for free and they should have to pay? The judge looked right at him and said, there's no such thing as a free lunch, and found against them and a judgment for past due rent. Will they get that money, the owner? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But they're getting their property back. They wanted to sell it, and they tried to work with this tenant. They placed this tenant. It was an absolute mess. Then they called us and said, hey, we placed a tenant. We probably should have called you before so you could have done a background. Yeah, you probably should have. However, at least they called us and said, will you take the property over? We want to sell the property. So we took the property over, tried to work with this tenant for months and months and months. They wouldn't leave the property. The courts were backlogged, and we got to court today. Again, this is not gloating that we got an eviction through, but this is telling you as an owner, there is some hope out there. Don't think just because COVID is here, and don't think just because people are hiding behind, not all, but many, not all, and I want to be really clear, but many are hiding behind COVID and saying, you as the owner, you owe me, the state owes me, society owes me. And again, this is not everybody, but there are tenants out there abusing this system, and this was one of them, and the judge called them on that. There is hope for you as an owner. Feel free to reach out to us, 925-584-8121. Mike Barbanica, Blue Line Property Management, your go-to property manager. Have a great day.